Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Dawn and Dreams. This is not a reading. This is just a little updated video. I mean, the day is done, so I'm going to be going to bed after this. But I wanted to make this video just addressing a couple of things and giving a couple of updates. If you email me, first off, let me say we reached 9,000 subscribers. So shout out to each and every one of you that has subscribed to my channel. It's been a long time coming, and I really appreciate everybody's support. And also, congratulations to you for really going further on your spiritual journey, because a lot of people join my channel and it's not like, they just started in spirituality yesterday. My readings are just giving them more direction on the path that they already are on. So a lot of people are very wise women and wise men who subscribe to my channel. So shout out to you all. And I'm very thankful for everybody, and especially my clients who support me. Thank you so much. But I just wanted to address this really quick. And I'm not mad at anybody, because a lot of times I really don't come on, YouTube to say, well, this is how this is going to go, or this is how that's going to go. It normally happens after about, I don't know, maybe I could receive like 10 emails of the same issue, but it's not, I still won't speak on it because I just don't have the energy. I just be like, well, I'll just figure it out later on. But I just wanted to do this, so it's not targeted towards anyone. Like I said, you're not the only one if you did it. But I just wanted to put that out there. If I'm gonna update my policy for emails, because I kind of get a little bombarded. But you guys have to realize, with 9,000 subscribers and even with 5,000, that's still a lot of people that could potentially be clients or that will come to me for spiritual work outside of YouTube. And that is priority for me. That's why you don't see me on YouTube as much, other than once a week. And lately I have been having trouble even trying to do that, because, I'm doing so much work behind the scenes. Okay. And not only that, it's not just readings behind the scenes. I still have a life behind the scenes. So, my mom might call me to go take her to the store, even though she got a car. You never know what my family, intermediate family may call me to do. My dad will get pissed off if I ain't called him in a long time. I may have to do my sister's hair. Like, I still have, just regular human being responsibilities, and they don't care if I have a business that I'm running. Are you at home? Yes, I'm at home. Okay, well, can you come do this for me? That's just kind of how I go. So but I do make my business my priority. I kind of wake, eat, sleep, dawn and dream so much, but I'm trying to get more organized. But the principle is I still have other things going on, even inside of Dawn and Dreams as well, because I have my items that I have to create and ship, and I barely have energy to do that with everything else that I'm doing. But not only that, I'm also not only a teacher, but I am a student. So I'm always trying to learn, because I didn't come to YouTube, necessarily to just be a reader. Like, I already had a lot of spiritual things and a spiritual background before I came to YouTube. And I came, wanted to know about spirits, how to handle this spirit if it come to your house, that type of thing. So in order for me to be able to help other people, I have to be able to kind of help myself with information and knowledge, and also kind of staying up to date on my knowledge. But I'm going through a spiritual transition as we speak now, so I'm having to get really, really heavy in my studies, so I don't, basically it's like I'm doing 3,000 things at once. And not only that, I am trying to make what is known as an oracle deck. I'm calling it a divination deck. It could be an ancestor deck, whatever you want to call it. Tarot, tarot is, a system, but I'm going to have aspects of that in there too. This is my old oracle deck. I just showed you this tarot deck just to, for reference. But I am remastering this deck so that I can not only have it for myself, but I can have it for other people who have asked too. So I'm working on that. And I think I don't know how many cards in this deck. I think it may be 36, or I don't know. I don't know how many cards in this deck, but I love this deck. But even in my new deck, guys, it's amazing. I just can't wait to use it. That's the funny thing with me, and I'm going to talk about that when I actually get my hands on it. But I'm not just a person that is an artist, and I don't really consider I am an artist, but not in that way. When I draw, it's like I can draw, but I'm not really somebody that's fighting to be an artist or a painter or nothing like that. I really just do it for whenever I need it. Okay. And but I'm a reader first. deck creator later, deck creator second, but I'm a reader first. So it's going to be really, really, I'm going to be really happy to get my hands on my own deck because I'm ready to use it. Like, I'm ready to, like, the images are so powerful, but I'm going to talk to y'all about that later. But I just wanted to bring that up because I am working on that. I'm working really, really hard, trying not to get off task because I really want to get that out to you guys sooner than later. I can't say that it's going to be next month or the month after that, but sooner than later, okay? As fast as I can get the deck is as fast as I can get it to you, but I have to be focused to get the images done, because I'm actually hand drawing all these images, and it's not as simple as, I have on here. Some of them got words, some of them have small images. But the new deck that I have created is a little bit more imagery, and it's taken a lot more time for me to, cultivate that and put it together. Then I have to go back and, go over the images and, go over the drawing and this and that. But everything is handmade. So that's taking a lot of my time. It didn't take me that long to make that. It's taking me a long time to do what I don't know what I signed up for, but it's taking me a long time to do it. So, I'm also trying to juggle between that, okay? And I don't even give that much energy to it. I literally try to give Saturday and Sunday to trying to finish or create the deck. But, if I have a little free time during the week, I try to, color in some images or, sketch some things. But for the most part, I'm just backed up in readings. So basically what I'm trying to say is, if you email me, don't take it any type of way, or, don't just assume things, because I really would love to get back to everybody, but I just don't have a lot of energy to quickly respond to certain things. I love when I receive feedback, and most of the time I try to make sure that I tell people thank you for the feedback, thank you for let me know that you received your reading. I love receiving good feedback, so I appreciate everybody who takes the time out their day to even write me that. But that's how I'm so tired. That's how I'm so drained in the day that I barely have time to respond to even some of the simplest things, because I'm always constantly doing something. Like, I'm going to the next reading. So but yeah, that, and on top of that, with questions, but like I said, I'm going to try to update my policy to where if you ask me an emergency question, this is going to be for the people that have already booked a reading, or it's something that immediately needs to be answered. I'm going to try to get back to you within 24 hours, okay? Probably within the hour, depending on what it is. If it's something that is kind of immediate but doesn't necessarily need immediate attention, it'll probably be within 48 hours. If it's something that's non-emergency at all, you'll probably get a response with me sometime that week within the 7 days, just not immediately, because like I said, I try to keep my clients priority, but I have to go through a lot of emails just to look at people's bookings, to write down their questions. I'm very old school, so I like to write the questions down so I can pick up on the energy as I'm writing your question, okay? Because I have my own little process that I go through. So I go through emails, I look at your name, your question, I write all that information down, I have to go over it. So that's mainly what I'm doing when I'm in emails. But yeah, that's just pretty much what it is. Let me see if there's anything else. Oh, another thing I wanted to mention, if you are following me on Instagram, every now and then, I try to do this either once a month or either once every other month. I do the question game, and the question game happens in my story. And if you're following me on Instagram, or you have an Instagram, you know what I'm talking about. In the little story, you're able to ask questions. I try to do that. So if you do have just a general question on spirituality or something that you need to ask me, you can do it there. Now, it's not for readings or anything like that. Sometimes I used to do that back in the day. Every now and then I would just pop in and be like, oh, everybody get a little one oracle, but I don't do that anymore. Just because people ask things that don't necessarily, I can't answer in like me just telling you in a brief one sentence. Some people need readings. They need to actually buy a reading for me to actually tell them everything they need to know about the situation, because it can be complex. I can't just tell you, yeah, this is what you need to do, and then that's it. But spirit want to tell you a little bit more than that. They want to tell you how you're going to get there. They're going to tell you, okay, you're going to give up in the midst of the process, and you got to get back on board. So I don't like to shortcut people, and I don't want to do that anymore. Like, just give people half-ass readings and you don't know where to go. So I take readings very seriously, so that's why I won't do like the actual question game unless I'm on here, going live. But if it's but the point I'm trying to get at is I actually do the question game for you to ask spiritual questions. If you have any spiritual questions, you can go on there and put it in the little story, and then I will respond to you whenever I get time during the day. I normally do it throughout the day up until a certain point that the Instagram will take off the question. But I don't do direct messages unless I know you, unless we've just been friends for a long time. I really don't do direct messages because a lot of times people will ask spiritual questions in that. And it's not that I'm trying to avoid you, but like I said, most of you need reading. So you have to actually get a reading in order for me to explain something to you so I can talk to you, because it's really complicated to put everything in a text. I can, but that would take a lot of energy. And on top of that, that kind of trumps the people that actually are paying for a reading. So I really can't do that. So that's why I would prefer for you to just email me, or again, just book the reading. If you have a question, I can direct you to what you need to get in order to get that solved. As far as my listings, I can tell when a person really ain't really looked at the listing too, because they'll be like, so what is this type of reading? What is that type of reading? And on the booking, when you go to my booking site, when you go to bookings, you have to click on it, but it'll show you like all the information for the reading. And I literally spent a couple of days writing out that information. It's probably like a page long. So I would encourage you to read it, but even if you can't, at least skim through it so you can see what type of reading that you're getting, and what information that I need from you, or, what information or questions that you want to ask pertaining to that reading. Because some people ask me, what type of reading is this, or, what reading do I need to book? But most of the information, I have it already typed up, so that way I can get faster with bookings, because when I have to kind of backtrack, it slows me down. So that's why I put all the information in the description. So I don't like people going blindly or blindly spending your money. Like, that's not me. I like to read descriptions and see what I'm buying. So I do the same thing for you guys. When you get a reading with me, you should be able to read. If you got questions, you can still ask, I'll get back to you. But that's just the fastest way to see some things. If you actually go on there, it'll show you everything pertaining to whatever type of reading that you're getting. Unless it's a specialty reading. If it's a specialty reading, it does have information on there. But like I said, if you get confused, you can just ask to see if that's going to apply to what you're trying to purchase. What else? I feel like there's something else that I always get a question on, but I can't think of it right now. Brain dead. Okay. Well, that's pretty much it. Again, I'm going to probably, like I said, I'll update that email policy, but I don't want anybody feeling like I'm just not responding to them, because I'm really a laid back person. So, I don't just be like, oh God, I probably say, oh God, to all these emails, but not to you personally. Like that's not me. So I don't want people taking it offensively if I don't get back to you, and I'm going to try to be better about that so it doesn't come off that way. It's just, again, I have a lot of stuff going on, so a lot of people don't realize I am a one-woman show. I gotta cook, I gotta, it's a lot of stuff that I, like basic stuff I have to still do on top of all the things that I'm trying to do, and it's just a lot on me. So I just don't try to I try to focus on what's ahead of me. So if it's like side questions and all that, I don't necessarily focus on it. I'll get back to you, but I don't necessarily focus on it too much. I'm more so focused on the next reading that I have to get to make sure that I'm on time for that, and on top of regular life. But for those of you who know me, again, it's not nothing intentional. It's just I got to update that policy so you guys can have at least an expectation of when to receive a response from me. The only people that's probably not going to receive a response from me if it's a question that is just, like irrelevant or something like that. Something that I know that, like if you ask me, what are angel numbers or something like that, I'm probably not going to respond, just because that's something that you could just look up on Google. It has nothing to do with the reading. It ain't got nothing to do with a service with me. Stuff like that I probably won't respond to, just because, again, until my bookings are caught up, I don't really have room to respond to little things like that can kind of be looked up on Google or something. Because like I said, you got to remind yourself, I do have a lot of people who email me, so I just try to get back to the important stuff rather than things that can probably just be looked up on your own, if you get what I'm saying. But that is it. I appreciate everybody. I'm going to go ahead and get off, and I hope you guys have a great and wonderful day. Peace out.